The Iranian state has moved repression into hospitals, detaining injured protesters from emergency rooms and pressuring families for the return of bodies. This is no longer just about controlling the streets, it's about controlling survival. Welcome to TrendWave News. In a world moving faster than ever, headlines alone are not enough. We track power, conflict, economics, and global change, not to inflame, but to explain. Every story here answers three questions: what happened, why it happened, and why it matters. I'm Nova Kingsley. This is TrendWave News. Good evening. Tonight, a critical development inside Iran that most of the world has not yet seen. As protests continue under a near-total internet blackout, new UN reporting indicates the Iranian state has moved repression into hospitals, detaining injured protesters from emergency rooms and pressuring families for the return of bodies. This is no longer just about controlling the streets, it's about controlling survival. Under blackout conditions, hospitals should be sanctuaries. Instead, human rights investigators say they have become arrest zones. UN experts report security forces removing wounded protesters from hospital beds, while doctors who treat them risk detention themselves. The result is fear so powerful that some injured protesters are avoiding medical care altogether. This strategy does something shootings alone cannot. It raises death tolls without raising visibility. It erases records. And it breaks one of civil society's last support systems. Analysts say this helps explain why casualty numbers are contested and why the true toll may never be known. Tonight we bring you a clear picture of what has unfolded in Iran. Protests first erupted across the country in late December 2025, beginning with shopkeepers and citizens in Tehran reacting to an acute economic crisis, including record-high inflation, soaring food prices, and the sharp collapse of the Iranian rial. What began as economic discontent quickly spread into nationwide demonstrations, calling for broader political change and accountability from Iran's leadership. The government's response has been one of the deadliest crackdowns in decades. Security forces used lethal force against demonstrators and bystanders alike, and in early January imposed a near-total internet blackout that cut off communication with the outside world. Estimates of the number of people killed during the crackdown vary widely due to the blackout and efforts to conceal details, with official figures in the low thousands, while rights groups and some medical reports estimate the toll could be many times higher. The Iranians most directly impacted include protesters, civilians caught in the streets, and increasingly those seeking medical treatment, as hospitals have become sites of detention and underreporting. The casualties, arrests, and suppression have not only left a humanitarian toll, but also deepened political tensions within Iran and raised alarm internationally. Why this matters? What is occurring in Iran is not simply a momentary protest. It reflects long-standing economic distress, political dissatisfaction, and a government willing to use sweeping restrictions and force to maintain control. The blackout and heavy repression significantly limit transparency and make independent verification difficult, amplifying global concern about human rights and the future of Iranian society. Iran's future remains uncertain. What is clear is that this moment marks one of the most serious internal crises the country has faced in decades. The Iranian government says order has been restored, but it has not restored the internet. Whether hospitals remain under security control and whether Iran keeps its digital borders closed will be key indicators of how long this crisis lasts. This is no longer just a protest movement under pressure. It is a test of whether a modern state can seal itself off, digitally and physically, from its own people. That's TrendWave News. I'm Nova Kingsley. Thanks for watching.